But anyway, where does your journey start, man? Why do you and your mother relocate to Joburg from PE?
It's for the typical thing. I wouldn't call it the American dream, but Joburg, land of opportunities, right? So she was doing a nursing back then, and she moved to Joburg 91. I was 2 years old then.
Yeah.
And she started a life working at Joburg Gen Hospital, you know? And yeah, I was just a kid. Went to Yeovil Boys Primary School, was wandering the streets of Joburg, you know?
Yeah.
And Hillbrow was still, I think even in those times it was starting to transform, but it wasn't what Hillbrow is now, you know what I mean? But it was still a night.
He stays in Hillbrow now.
Do you stay in Hillbrow now?
Dump, yeah. But I love it. Well, I don't love it, but yeah. I stay there. What the hell, man? What the hell, man? Put him in the corner.
I mean, nothing wrong with people that live in Hillbrow.
No, look, I think Hillbrow, right? Everybody who stays in Hillbrow knows that it's not
I fucking stayed in Hillbrow, dog.
Yeah, you in 91,
so there ain't
though.
shit wrong if you stay there. I'm just saying, that's where I started.
In 91, though. Right? It's 30 years later.
Dog,
30 years later.
I didn't have money. I was living with my mom's.
Well, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah, no, Hillbrow's.
Wait, where's your dad at this time?
Dad is in Grahamstown. He lives there. He's always been there. He's a businessman, runs a couple of businesses that side. So he's passionate. It's those guys that grew up in a small town that never want to leave a small town. So he's there. Every now and then I go through and I see him. Yeah. My dad owns like a spot. Like the name of his place is Cool Spot, and he's got a place just 2 minutes away called Jazz Corner.
Yeah.
So the perks for him, but it's a con for me, is that he asks me to perform for free, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to fly my team to PE, 7 guys, book them accommodation in Grahamstown, 7 guys, perform, pay them for their freaking performance, and then my dad doesn't pay me shit.
And so did they split up, or like they were still together, your parents?
No. They've been split up for as long as I can remember, yeah.
Oh, so
but they themselves have a relationship, and I have a relationship with each of them. So
good.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And how was it when you went to Edenvale High? How was that like?
That was dope, man. That's where I really started excelling in sport. So at some point, I thought I'd be professional. Soccer.
This fucking guy, you good at sports?
Cricket, yeah.
Rugby.
Yeah, dog. I played with George Maluleka, Keegan Ritchie. We played competitive soccer back in the day. Whoa. In fact, I played for Edenvale Football Club. Besides school, I played for Edenvale Football Club. And the league we were in was a development league. So we played against Pirates, Sundowns, Swallows, all these development teams. Wow. But I don't know, after matric, I just decided to take a year off. And I think in that year that I took off, everyone that was playing soccer or cricket or rugby avidly went further. And because I took the gap year, I would have to start again at club level in order to do trials to be able to make Sundowns or Gauteng cricket or SA invitation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I got back, I was like, there's no ways. I'm just going to go study music, dog.
So you were playing soccer. Soccer was the main thing.
Soccer and cricket were the main
Soccer and cricket,
yeah.
ne? What position in soccer?
9.
9? Oh, you're striker. I know. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I played striker, dog.
Because he's always scoring.
Is he? He's talking about scoring gigs. I perform a lot.
Oh, shit. And then what team do you like? Local? Pagani.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I own a gym that's black and white. It could never be yellow.
Cheers. And then internationally?
Internationally, I'm Liverpool FC.
Oh, Liverpool.
In England. In Spain, it's Real Madrid. And I just followed Ronaldo. I don't support Juventus, but I love him. So you could say it's Juventus too.
The guy's a machine, man. He reminds me a lot like you,
He's
bro.
crazy, dog. He's crazy. Just always perfecting his craft.
So you've spoken about music a lot. When does the acting bug bite you?
It was around about the same time, actually. I got into acting first.
Okay.
2010, September. I had initially auditioned for the character of Nicholas on Generations. That was played by Tata Mlamo. I didn't get that role. A few months later, I auditioned for Generations, and I got the MJ role.
Yeah.
That was September of 2010, a few months after my first single ever, Move, with Altonic, came out on radio. So no one really knew me or Altonic. The song made it to radio on merit.
Yeah.
But the guys were like unknowns. Then shot a video, which got some rotation. Still, it was a bit tough, you know? Then got the Generations gig. Started shooting. Then people were struggling to connect the dots because MJ on Generations didn't have ink because the production wanted to cover it because my character was too young. But Naak on the music side had a tattoo. So there was that thing that it's not him. Until my character on Generations had a tattoo. And they finally revealed this because it was costing the production too much to cover. Then when those people connected the dots, that this guy is this guy, that's when everything started.
And what did you study for? Did you study?
Studied music.
You studied music.
Oh, snap. Yeah, I studied
wait.
music. R.J. Benjamin Damlin. That particular Damlin in Bramley did sound engineering. It did music. It did interior design. So it was more art. It wasn't your typical one where you could do business courses and stuff.
Did you study a particular instrument, vocal?
No, I studied contemporary music vocals. Yeah. But part of that is like practical keys, learning to read and write music. You know, ask me that now, I don't know shit. I haven't had to apply it, I just repeat. Move your body, shank into the left.
Hey.
What music must I apply there? No, I'm joking. But yeah, I don't remember everything about being in music school. So I do know some music theory. I can read and write music. But I could never tell you that this is a C note or whatever, judging by what he's playing, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I know enough about music, you know. I love it, I'm passionate about it.
Are you particular with who you work with? Because you've worked with everybody, man. Like Heavy K,
no.
Coffee, Cuba.
Cuba, yes, I worked with Cuba. No, I'm not particular at all with who I work with. I think there's a lot of unknown talent. In fact, a lot of the songs I producers that I release are producers that are unknown. So I'm free to work with anyone. I think the DJs and producers and artists I've worked with in the past, it's been very informal. It's never been like a label speaks and both labels meet and we sign contracts. It's us literally saying, yo, man, I fuck with your music, dog. That song you just released. And I'm like, I'm a fan of you too, dog. Let's work. Most of my collaborations have been that way.